Hello, my friends, and welcome to tonight's episode of the Strength of Thousands Adventure Path here on twitch.tv/tabletop rolls. I'm Will, not the GM tonight, but the person who presses the stream start button on this channel, so I want to go through some announcements. Like we have many other shows on this channel, not just these ones, not just tabletop RPG stuff. I'm playing Horizon Zero Dawn through for the first time. We're continuing that tomorrow night. I've been loving the game a lot. Speaking of things I love, the League of Amazing Adventurers. On Wednesday, they're going to be dealing with some ghosts in a library. It's going to be a good time. Then, on Thursday, that is the one night of week that we are off. Go watch Critical Role. Then, on Friday, we are the Calling Chronicle. It's our D&D 5e series. Then on Saturday, we are continuing our playthrough of Elden Ring, our Salt and Sorcery series, where you can see me pretending to be another version of Elisandra in yet another game. Then on Sunday, depending on how I'm feeling about the state of the world, we're either going to continue with Elden Ring or go back to playing some more Not For Broadcast.
It should be noted, actually, speaking of Elden Ring, I think this week Critical Role is doing an Elden Ring one-shot.
They are, but in a couple of weeks, we too are going to be doing a one-shot. Probably in several weeks. Matt, why don't you give them a little teaser as to what that one-shot might be?
Oh, well, we're going right into this, are we?
Yeah, we're announcing it. If we announce it live, we will have to do it.
Hold on, I just want to make sure I attribute the people who actually made the damn thing.
Water. Earth.
So.
Fire.
Blood.
Honey mustard. Thanks to the wonderful people at Magpie Games, who created the Kickstarter for the Avatar The Last Airbender, or technically it's called Avatar Legends, the role-playing game. Because I was a backer on Kickstarter, I have now gotten my hands on a copy of the PDF of the core rulebook.
Or should we say the Korra rulebook?
Hey.
No, we shouldn't, because there's plenty.
Oh, I love you.
I'm taking away your hero point. I'm a cruel and vengeful god.
You could say you were punishing her.
That is reserved only for you, Will.
Fair.
But yeah, I am very excited to read through this book. It seems like it's a very different kind of RPG in a way. Classes are more almost sort of like worldviews and personalities that you can then apply things to, I think. I have the barest knowledge of the whole thing now. I've just been looking through all the cool art and stuff in the book and kind of getting the vaguest idea. But I'm excited to study it. Just got it tonight. And I may end up running a couple games, one for the stream and one for another group of friends, so hopefully I will get decently good at it. I may actually finally get to play out my weird Avatar fanfiction I wanted to do many years ago, involving secret organizations.
And it's based on the Powered by the Apocalypse system, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I'm not entirely sure.
Like the 2d6.
Might be. I'm so new. I have barely had any time to look at it yet. The art is really cool in it too.
At the very least, I know it is a d6 system because the dice that came with it at the Kickstarter were all d6s. How I know things is by what dice they came with, which should give you an idea of my interest.
Unless Roll20 really gets on top of the ball before we even get this going, we probably won't have specific character sheets for Roll20 for this. I may have to just send them to you guys. But to compensate, I may create a custom overlay for the game.
It's fun!
It's not that hard to make a Roll20 character sheet. Once we know what we need, I could try my hand at it.
Or we could use actual dice. Listen to the. I mean.
All right, but
it's very. I was thinking more of how easy it is to push things. But yes,
we have that coming up. The Dark Souls RPG has come out as well. I still have to pick up my copy of that, but when I do, I'm probably going to run a one-shot for that as well. So we have that. We have another Monster of the Week one-shot that's in the process of being planned. So we got a whole lot of fun one-shots of different systems coming up for y'all. So, keep an eye on for that. Share us if you want to share in the party. Yeah. It's going to be a good time. So we have that. We have all those announcements done. I think I will roll. I am going to roll the intro, and then we'll do character introductions and the last time after it. Matt? All right, here we go.
And we're back.
We are. We're back.
To where we once belonged.
And
but anyway, if it's all right, Will, I'll take control now. All right, stab you in the back and shove you off a cliff. Hello, everyone. I'm running the show now. I am Matthew, or Urban Off at various places on the internet. I am DMing this wonderful menagerie of characters. And speaking of menageries, this could be a segue to almost anyone in the party. But specifically, I'm going to pick McKenna because she's right here. So McKenna, who are you playing tonight?
Hello, I'm McKenna Ray Tynan. You can find me at McKenna Ray Art, and I just uploaded the new video for Aaron's character art token if you want to go see that. I am playing Avi, the Sprite Batfolk Witch. Yeah, that's me.
And speaking of people who bring their characters in or familiars in to the game in a plushy form, Aaron, who are you playing tonight?
Howdy, partners. My name is Aaron. We all agreed to do cowboy voices, but of course I'm the only one that's committed to it.
I forgot about that.
So anyways, for my character, I'm starting to sound like Elvis, like very, very slowly. Yo, my character today. Well, of course, my name is Aaron. I'm gonna plug in my Instagram. It's Aerith Doe, just like my character Aerith. And she's a cat person, and of course my familiar is right here. And here's Bob.
Bob the mouse.
Bob.
Hello, Bob.
And what class is your catfolk?
It's been a while, so please forgive me. I am still writing everything down. Let me look at everything.
Wizard, yes.
Yes, I am a wizard cat that likes to sleep and likes to eat at the same time.
Who doesn't?
Fair enough.
And I could do it at the same time. Just watch me.
I feel that.
Fair enough.
Like a dose of burritos, and I will be napping and eating at the same time.
And speaking of Elvis, and speaking of famous musicians and people with a wonderful presence on stage, so who are you playing tonight?
You could have taken the easy one. You could have said, speaking of cats, and went all the way. I love it. Hi, everybody. I'm Zoe. I go by Zosie Pose on the internet, and I am playing Ophelia, our Whisper Elf Bard. And today we got a little kitty cat Ophelia look, just for fun. For funsies.
Meow. And speaking of funsies, people who propose all sorts of games that are fun, Will, I don't know where you're actually on the overlay, whatever. Who are you playing tonight?
Tonight I am playing Igura, Gamma, Choco, and my little menagerie.
Who are these people, though, Will?
Well, Igura is a lovely, gripply summoner. Choco is the animal companion they got from their free dedication from the AP. And Gamma is my toad Eidolon, who is a very good boy.
And doesn't it all eat sprites who might be related to McKenna's character? Distantly, because they still live in the Feywild. Or the first
Isn't it
world.
technically, I was going to say, I think it's first world in
Yeah.
Pathfinder.
Yes, it is the first world.
I mean, it's all rich
First
tapestry.
world problems, I guess.
I'm
That's where
surprised
Laurel
that
got
hasn't
this
been a
from.
thing that someone's done.
What?
Setting like a campaign in Pathfinder's first world and like streaming it, calling that would be.
Calling it first
Welcome
world
back
problems.
to First
Yeah.
World Problems,
I
Yeah.
think that's hilarious. I think that's our next campaign.
where the mushrooms will either kill you or give you a quest.
First world problems when?
It's full of whimsy.
Trademark. It's ours. You can't take it.
Yeah. Our fiend lawyers will talk to your fiend lawyers. They like making contracts. Anyway, when last we left our students/adventuring party, they had been tasked by one of the teachers of the school to follow one of two leads regarding a recent new group of students at the school that had then been attacked by a random pack of griffins. They decided to talk to the surviving new students, a pair of Anandi, and after looking around the campus, they found that they apparently like to hang out outside what's called the Hababe building, which seemed like a disused, kind of empty building, nothing interesting there, until on a whim they decided to poke their head in a door, and apparently this caused a giant terracotta statue to come to life and attack them. They managed to fight this off, though Aaron's character, pardon me, I'm just making sure I get the name right again, Aerith, was understandably a little freaked out by this. She had just joined the group thinking probably that, oh, this is a cool study group, and no, we're fighting for our lives at school. Where are the
First
teachers?
day problems.
Yeah. And while the main party decided to investigate the building, Aerith decided that they needed some time to kind of, figure this out, and briefly left the party. The party themselves investigated the building and managed to overcome some traps, some snakes, and found some interesting clues about what had been going on in this building. They found what appeared to be an alchemy lab of some kind, though the particular subject of the experiments being conducted in the lab was left unclear.
Found a dead snake lady.
Oh yeah, that's true. There was a serpent folk found in a room who was dead in a frozen expression of terror with no visible wounds.
Died of fright.
Yes. But when last we left the group, they had opened a door into seemingly an abandoned room with a whole bunch of scraps of wood lying around, including some dissembled parts of what appeared to be a wooden mannequin of some kind. And just as they were kind of deciding what to do next, one of the hands of the mannequin twitched. But before we get right into that, we're going to zoom out through the doors to find Aerith outside, having, calmed down a little bit. And now, what is going through Aerith's mind right now?
Okay, just breathe. Okay. So I start sort of trying to collect myself, looking towards Bob, and Bob's also trying to calm me down. Of course, just petting the right side of my ear as I'm just kind of, prepping myself, giving myself a rub. I'm contemplating on joining my group or staying out here and just being a chicken. Should I go in? Should I go out? I'm gonna go in and help them.
Okay.
But at the same time,
Yeah.
staying outside seems like a very valuable option of me just staying alive. And you know what? They might be hungry once they get out.
They do make good snacks in the lunchroom, you know that.
They might need me. Right, Bob? Bob
Squeak,
agrees.
squeak.
And starts, of course, heading towards the building, and I start following Bob through.
Okay.
Oh.
You join up with the group just after they've opened the door. Yes, McKenna?
I don't know if we reminded Aaron that we were able to get in a long rest, because I don't know where your hit points or spell slots are at.
Oh, okay.
From the terracotta soldier fight.
Oh, I should
That's right.
probably.
I think their hit points are perfectly fine. Unless you've been reducing your max hit points instead of your current hit points. I don't think you have been.
Don't think so.
Okay. And we'll just assume... I'm going to take a look at your spell page real quick. Yeah, we're going to assume your spells are okay, though I'm quickly also going to look to make sure. Because this is the first time we've had a wizard in the party.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
All right, and wizards at... You guys are, what, level 4 now? Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm just going to make sure this is marked. There we go. Yeah, so you have 3 uses of your level 1s and 3 uses, or specifically, you have 3 prepared spells for first and second level.
Okay.
All right, but I'm going to get out of your character sheet. You deal with that, and I will move you into the room. You run in just like, hey guys, I've come back to help after, taking various cat naps and, doing
I
some
just
soul
thought
searching.
that you might just need me right about now. Haha.
And as you say that, everyone's staring into this room, and you're like, what are you guys looking at? As the various pieces of wood in the corner start to wiggle and shudder and kind of slide together into a weird semi-humanoid bipedal shape.
Oh, may I make a sound, Matt?
You may make a sound. Yeah, sure, Transformers.
Yeah.
I'm going to need everyone to, and ensure your characters are clicked on here before you roll it on your sheet. Roll initiative, please.
All right, and let's play everyone's favorite game.
Oh.
Did Will set up Aaron's token correctly?
Hopefully.
I hope
So
so.
this is an-
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Oh, that's not nice at all.
This is the worst initiative I've ever rolled.
Pretend
Voodoo.
you don't read what the name of the thing is there. Seems like a bit of an oversight. Should have just called it Pinocchio.
But
Oh.
father.
How do I...
Father.
No, we do not. Let's not go that cursed just yet. There's no oracles here. There's no reason for us to be that cursed.
All right. You know what? Here, I'm gonna do it for you.
Yeah, I'm like looking for it. I forgot.
Initiative is just
It's
below
right.
perception.
Perception. Yeah.
Oof.
Aw, initiative twinsies.
Yay.
I mean, you have no bonus to wisdom, so. Oh, though. Just gonna close that. All right. So at the start of the round, you'll forgive me for a second.
I wish to be a real boy.
No, I won't.
Oh my
I won't
gosh.
Forgive you for that. I
Oh.
won't forgive you for that.
I do not like that.
Your flesh will make me real.
No, thank you.
I
no
need
forgiveness.
tea.
None. You're done. You're done.
Glad you came back, but you picked a terrible time to come back, Eric.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
All right, so this wooden monstrosity, though it's only medium-sized, gets up out of the corner, and it's going to stomp across the room, half dragging legs, half sort of still pulling itself together into a splintered amalgamation.
And it's going to crit me.
And is going to raise a giant wooden fist that you notice is made out of a lovely side table. And is going to try and bring it down on, I guess that's Gamma's head. I'm a fist you. And he did,
Ooh.
Can't just say that.
and he did crit. The attack is called
And
fist.
did I not say minutes ago that Matt was going to crit?
It was less than a minute ago.
Yeah.
You all heard me.
You're a monster.
So 38 points of damage.
I am but the monster you have all created.
I'm still standing.
It took every. Sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Say what you're gonna say.
So yeah, that's gonna be a lovely 38 damage on Igora.
Still standing. You just see
He's
Igora
still
start bleeding
standing.
from their eyes.
We're starting off on a strong foot today. Second blow
Natural
of
20.
non-specific variety. Oh, much worse.
Misses.
Okay. It gets caught in the door frame. I know I shouldn't have put that extra handle on the shelves. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, then we go on to Igora, who feels like, you got hit in the chest by a strong piece of IKEA furniture.
Yeah, okay, well, time to go full defense.
Oh no, they left the Allen wrench in. Oh.
Long piece of IKEA.
Time to
furniture.
go defense mode. First of all,
Hey,
2 actions.
I have a lot of IKEA furniture. It's lasted
Give
me for
myself
years.
25 hit points back.
Nice.
Second,
Blood. Oh. I'm sorry, Will. Oh wait. Never
Igora.
mind. Igora cast the spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then with 1 action, I'm going full defense mode. Protect companion. It's
Can I have that?
it's the first time I've used this.
I know.
Because
Okay.
it's the first time I felt like it's really necessary for me to defend myself like this. So here's what we're going to get. I extend an aura as a magical shield that protects my Eidolon. It gets a +1 to its AC, and I can life block, which I can use as a reaction, trigger the spell's target would take damage. I can reduce the damage by 10, but I'll lose 5 hit points, even if it reduces to 0. And in addition, because we are now able to cast level 2 spells... Oh no, that's 2+. Never mind then. That's it. That's what we got. So, I've gotten the ability to decrease some damage, basically, by 5.
Alright, now I believe that would be your turn.
That's all 3 of my actions. I say, it's made of wood!
Ophelia, you're up as the doorway is essentially now just full of wood and anger.
I even, with Gamma there and the thing behind him, can I even throw a sound burst behind?
You could, yes.
All right. I throw up some bard song, and then I throw out some sound burst. Kaboomy. Back where it doesn't hit Gamma, of course.
Nice.
Roll.
Alright, soundburst. Now, if I'm reading this correctly, there's a big sound of a big bow musical explosion.
Mhm.
Golan does not react in any way.
Oh.
No! Oh no!
That's not good.
No?
Oh no, 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 no.
People who know about golems.
If he's immune to sonic damage, I am... Oh, right, golems and Pathfinder. Never mind.
Hmm.
Oh, I thought he was immune to sonic damage for a second. I was really worried.
So yeah, that was the sound burst. I believe you have at least 1 action left, Ophelia.
That sucks. No,
I think she's doing
I used all 3.
Oh, sorry, Bard song. I was busy reading rules. This is a lot of text for something.
It is. This
All right,
is a monster
that moves on to Aerith.
Icky.
Okay. I am highly regretting that I went ahead and I joined my group. Seeing that coming from one monster into another, it seems to be the norm for me. However, I don't think I would want to attack. I do want to detect if there's any magic behind the golem, which is kind of obvious. If it's possible.
So do you want to sort of discern the nature of the magic animating the golem, or you just want to do a straight detect magic?
Um.
Like you want to try and figure it out what makes this thing tick?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, then give me an Arcana check. So find
Okay.
Arcana on your sheet and just press where it says Arcana.
I can do this. I can do this.
We believe in you.
I'm looking for it. Aha! Ha!
Nice.
23. Okay. Will, we finally figured this out. Remind me, what was the formula?
It is depending on what is the creature's rarity.
The creature is uncommon.
So 15 plus CR.
15. Ah, so yeah, you beat it. It was not a crit success, but it was a success. So you may ask me one question, and because this is possibly your first time doing this, the group may give you suggestions for what kind of question you can ask.
Oh,
and I will tell you. Oh, yes, Will?
That's technically changed in Pathfinder 2. I've realized that we've been doing this wrong for weeks.
I appreciate that knowledge.
There's no longer like questions. You just give us as much info as you feel the check is worth.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, because you got a success, and because you are a wizard, and wizards, I imagine, golems are a fairly well-known kind of area of study for wizards. You would know that with and this varies from golem type to golem type. Golems are often immune to spells and magical abilities other than their own. Certain ones have very specific exceptions. For instance, you know that flesh golems, for instance, are healed by electric damage. Thankfully, this is not a flesh golem because those are horrifying and are essentially Frankenstein's. Pardon me, Frankenstein's monsters. Yeah. And you know what? I'm just going to say, yeah, for wood golems, you can make a logical leap based on your magical studies that because it's a wood golem, it might not be immune to fire.
Yep.
But you know, most things like bleed, disease, drained, fatigue, healing, mental, necromancy, paralyzed, poison, sickens. It's immune to all those things. Because it is not a living creature.
Wow.
It is an animated hunk of wood in various places.
90% of my spell list.
There are reasons why wizards use golems against each other.
Benji!
The firepower.
Well, that's good to know, right, Bob? I should have known.
That was one action.
So now knowing that, of course, it's made out of wood, well, obviously, I hope that nobody else will get hurt, but I do want to perform a fire spell. I do have either Magic Missile or Scorching Ray.
I think Scorching Ray is the fire one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Magic Missile is force damage.
Yes. Oh, okay, cool. Awesome. Then I will go ahead and do just that.
Now, Scorching Ray, I think the amount of rays sent out, yes, is determined. Oh, that's a very good attack roll.
25.
We programmed the spell, right?
Nice.
Okay.
And then did you use your last two actions for that, or just one?
I think I used just one.
Oh, all right.
I think so, yeah.
Now, Will, this is a quick question. Where it says harmed by fire for golem anti-magic.
Yep.
It lists 2 sets of dice rolls. Does that supplant what the person rolled normally?
No, it is in addition. One is AoE damage, one is for single target. This is a single target spell.
Okay.
The first one's single target, the second one's AoE.
All right, so that is a hit, and not just like it's a little bit more than you needed to, which is nice. And because you used, I'm assuming 2 actions, because you used 1 action to do knowledge check, that's 2 Scorching Rays.
Yes.
So that would, I guess, be 10 fire damage from the spell itself?
Technically, each ray is a separate roll.
Okay, so that is... How much is it? 2d4?
Well, each ray is a separate attack roll, so Aaron would need to
yeah.
click it again.
Oh, roll
each
one
roll's
more
a
time.
separate attack roll? Okay, so roll again.
Roll more time. Okay.
Oh!
Nice.
Wow.
We love to see purple doing on their one of their first things. Okay, so this is going to be quite good because in addition now to the, let's see, the first one's doing 5 fire damage.
6.
The second one's doing
6.
Sorry?
6.
Thank you for Bard Song. 6 fire damage. The second one then will be doing turns to 9 and then it doubles. So that's 18 fire damage. So 18 plus 6 is 24 fire damage in total. And because you made 2 attacks and it's harmed by fire, I need you to roll me now. Just add it all together. Roll me 8d8.
8d8. Oh, that sounds. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, because for every single, I'm just going to lay it out on the field here just to make things simple. For every single target fire attack on it, opposed to an AoE one, you get an additional 4d8 damage for the fire. And because she hit twice, that's... Because I don't think this is affected by crit.
No, but it is affected by damage.
Yeah, so what you want to do is in the Roll20 kind of text thing at the bottom, \R space 8d8 and then hit enter.
If you'd like, I
wait,
can
wait,
also
can you
do
repeat
it.
that again?
Sure. \R then a space
R space.
and then 8d8 and hit enter.
Okay.
And then we'll add 2 to it.
Nice.
Got
Ooh,
it.
so that brings that up to a lovely 31. That is a
Hot damn.
solid random hit. You came in
30.
here late to
Ooh.
the party, but bringing your A game. All right, give me a second here. I have to do some math now.
49.
Whoa,
I
why
really
is my
said F
calculator
this
so big?
shit.
54 damage
I don't
in
want
total,
to
Matt.
be in here.
Oh, sorry.
You
Yeah, but
threw me into here.
55
wanna
damage in
do
total.
it.
I don't want to do this. Right, Bob? I don't want to do this.
Oof. Oof.
God,
You guys might actually live through this.
By the power of Bob. Oh.
By the power of Bob, all hail.
Okay.
Fire spell. Let's go. Finish this thing off.
Oh,
Kill it
and
with fire.
because it's fire damage, I don't get its reaction. Well, not because it's fire damage, because it's not physical.
Interesting. Okay.
Don't read too much into that. But after that explosive display, as the room is suddenly filled with the lovely smell of burning mahogany, Avi, it is your turn.
Matt, I have kind of a cheesy question. So this thing is made out of
Mahogany.
furniture, yes?
Furniture and just wooden scraps.
So there would be like nails, possibly hinges and handles, those types of things. in it?
Potentially, yes.
Yes.
Some
yes.
screws, some
Yeah.
washers.
So hypothetically, if one were to cast heat metal, what would be your ruling on that?
My ruling would be that I dug this hole for myself.
Thank you.
Tried to
Love that
see,
for
I
me.
tried to give the golem flavor, and I paid the price for it.
I'm sorry. I'm going to abuse that though.
Never apologize for taking advantage of my need to talk.
Cook and book.
Also, I was worried this thing would just outright murder you guys, so.
That's fair. I
So
don't
was
think
I.
I was supposed to be attacked. This might not be programmed correctly.
It might not be.
It looks like you're supposed to make a reflex save.
28.
All right. Well, he takes half damage with no
Alright.
He
So
takes
that
9
would be
fire damage.
19 fire damage with Bard Song.
Yep, divided by 2, which is...
I think it would be 10. Because he saved successfully.
Yes.
Yeah.
So 10, and now you get to roll me 2d8. 48, sorry.
40. Wowie. 13.
Alright, so that becomes +2 for that because it's Bard Song.
Plus 1. 14, I think.
Yeah, every time you roll dice, not each individual dice.
Not each individual
Right.
dice.
Alright, so that'd be 14 plus 10, so for a total of 24. I can do the math on that myself. Thank you very much.
Out of here.
Damn, that's a lot of damage in one
Get
turn.
out of my face.
But now it's
We're trying our best.
now it's the wood golem's turn, and so again, Will, I need to ask you a question here because this is a bit of an odd wording of ruling that I haven't come across before.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use an action here called Splinter Volley.
Yeah.
The wood golem makes up to 4 splinter
Yep.
attacks,
Mhm.
and each against a different target. These attacks count toward the wood golem's multiple attack penalty, but the multiple attack penalty doesn't increase until after the wood golem makes all of its attacks.
Yep.
Interesting.
So do I get to do 4
Yep.
number 1 attacks?
Yes.
No decrease? Oh,
Yep.
God.
This is why this creature almost TPK'd my Abomination Vault party.
Oh.
All right, so now... Okay, each has to be a different target, so it can't literally just focus fire someone down.
No, and they're technically ranged attacks, so if you have AO, it would trigger it.
Does Gamma have AO?
I said if.
Yes. That's what I thought.
I don't have AO yet.
I need flesh to make my skin. Yours needs to be removed.
It puts the lotion on its skin.
He specifically looks at Gamma. Yours looks rubbery and stretchy.
I mean, it can be. It's the consistency is kind of dependent on my master's sort of like mood that day.
Yeah, he shoots a splinter at you while you're talking. All right. First one is going to go point blank at Gamma.
Delicious.
22.
So...
The spell, that may not hit.
Well, no, that will hit. However,
Oh.
I'm going to use my reaction to take 5 damage and reduce the damage to Gamma by 10.
Oh.
So I'll only take 5 from that hit.
All that for reducing it by 5 damage.
That 5 damage might be the difference of me being conscious and unconscious.
True. Speaking of which, second splinter is going to go at you. Crit.
Oof.
I'm still standing better than I ever did. Looking like
After
a true
28.
survivor. Feeling like a little kid.
All right. Third one is going to go down the line. We're going to go at the annoying mage who scorched us, despite us doing nothing wrong.
Hey man, what's the deal with airline food?
man.
I'm just here trying to have a good time.
Hey man. What's your AC?
I hope it's more than 15, or it's not, probably not more than 20. Wizard.
Wait,
What is your AC? It would be near the top.
near the top. Ah, come on. I find that. Run me through it real quick.
Grow the chicken, really? He decided chicken? That's not a skin.
So on your character sheet,
Yes.
near the top, you'll see
Oh, I
like.
see it. 19.
Okay,
Armor
so
class,
that
yeah.
unfortunately will crit you.
Yeah.
So you are going to take 24 piercing damage as you are bombarded with splinters in what I believe to be just desserts. He just wants to be a real boy, and you guys won't give him your meat.
No, we won't let you live on your own.
I'm so glad you understood what I was
Oh.
And the final one will
oh
go
my
with the
God.
noisy one in the back. I love how with the cat makeup you stuck your tongue out.
doesn't know
It's a
that.
blep.
Can't hear. He can't hear.
He can hear vibrations through the floor.
And because
And,
Ophelia is
and
the
to
one
him, they're
sing-
not good
Yeah.
vibrations.
He's so
Oh, there you go.
Oh, but only 20.
super smelly. Super duper
I
smelly.
mean, right now he smells like matchsticks.
I guess that's not terrible.
Does a
that's-
20 get you?
Yeah, that hits.
All right, so that is 13 piercing damage. And now he's on to attack 2. And he's just going to smack Igora in the head because he's right there.
Oh, Gamma.
Ridiculous.
17, probably not.
Misses.
All right.
And good
The
thing
smoldering
too.
golem's turn is done. A battered Gamma and Igora and Choco.
Second verse, same as the first. Choco's still completely undamaged, thank you.
I'm choosing to ignore your comment, Mark. I am choosing to ignore it.
I thought that was the reason that you weren't doing it.
And that's me. I'm just healing myself and protecting Gamma.
Blocking the door with your rubbery mass.
Yes.
Ophelia, you're on stage now. What do you got for us today?
Right. So we're going to keep our bard song up, and then we are going to forbid ward poor Gamma against this diggity dangity dude. And that's my turn.
All right, that's not quick. Aerith, you're up next.
Oh, Matt, if I may.
Yes.
Just so you know, because my bonus is a circumstance bonus and Ophelia's is a status bonus, they do in fact stack.
For UACs. Okay. Watch as I do an entire round of shooting attacks past him.
Yeah.
No, I won't be necessarily that mean.
I don't think he'll be alive.
I mean, we've only got Aerith and Avi, and we haven't. It occurs to me we may not have specified to Aaron in terms of spell preparations now, so
Yeah.
we may not have another Scorching Ray prepared today.
Yeah. Well, I would say my only best line of defense is laying there lifeless. So,
He laid there like a slug.
his only defense.
That's my favorite line of that movie.
It's
Sorry.
so good. It's so good.
Oh Lord, Zoe.
Um,
You were a thought criminal.
honestly, I wouldn't even know what to do in this situation because I'm like pretty much down.
Are you at 0?
No.
Well, she's a wizard.
Oh no, she started with 40.
Oh, I started with 40. Oh, never mind. Okay, cool.
Whoa.
Oh.
I really thought I.
Yeah.
You're doing better than I am in the hit points department.
Oh.
Oh.
You know what you could do? Just to give you advice, I know you're a little noob. You may not have another Scorching Ray prepared today because we haven't gone over it, I'm assuming you've prepared all of your spells once that you have access to here in the book.
Right.
You could, however, summon an elemental of a very specific kind.
I was actually going to do that. I literally had my mouse hovering over summon and elemental, and of course it's going to be a fire elemental.
Yeah.
No.
Or
Water.
a water elemental.
Don't listen to me. I'm lying to you.
Wood elemental?
I'm
Sure.
the devil on your shoulder.
So I'm going to
You
summon
fool.
a electric elemental. But yes, I'm gonna definitely summon a fire elemental.
And feel free to press that summon elemental button.
Ah,
All right. Now this would be, what level would this be heightened to? I guess level 2. I guess. Or no, this would be a second level spell.
There's unfortunately there's only one viable option right now for this level,
Okay.
and it is the fire method that I have just put on.
just
All
poke
right.
him. Poke him.
I mean, they are flanking, so
Ooh.
can you? Well, hold on a sec. Yeah, there's nothing that says they cannot be flat-footed. So yeah, now that does take 3 actions in your turn, but that does leave the fire method to do 2 things.
Yes.
Will, can you provide the fire method?
I've put it into the player characters folder. It's right above the earth method.
Okay.
So
Aaron, if you go
Yes.
on Roll20 to the tab at the top with the looks like the folded newspaper,
Yes.
click on that. Scroll
Okay.
down to the bottom a little bit, I think.
Okay.
And you should see something that says fire method.
Yes, I see it.
All right. Now you can do 2 of its attacks. I think I'm gonna open it up just to make sure.
Okay.
It's building.
Yeah, it's building right now.
unfortunately, because there's so many assets in these APs,
Yeah.
it takes a little bit of time.
Mm.
Luckily, if you scroll down, you can still see its cantrips and its
Yes.
different strikes.
It does not have its,
Oh, yeah.
It does not have access to its breath weapon or stuff, but it could use its jaws.
Okay. So it said you. So you said we can't use the breath weapon.
Yes,
or...
the breath weapons cannot be used by summoned creatures.
Gotcha.
Really?
Remember
That's
the
a little
whole Drake
surprising.
incident in Age of Ashes, Matt?
No.
Okay.
I think I stopped summoning it because I think poor Kilrog only got to summon that maybe twice, and then I stopped bringing him.
Yeah.
But yeah, if once you have access to it, feel free to hit the claw and then claw where it says number 2. Because I think they get 2 actions when they're summoned, right?
They get 2 actions.
Still building NPC, but right
Yeah.
now I can really just see the days and light.
I think you can still hit the jaws button.
Okay.
Yeah, scroll down a little bit. It might be
Oh, I
just
see
under
it.
the
Yeah.
square.
Okay. Yeah. Jaws.
Yeah, hit where it says Jaws and then the
Oh.
number 2. Okay, now remind me what its AC was. Even with flat-footed, I'm afraid that doesn't hit.
And Bard Song?
Damn.
Oh, hold on. With Bard Song,
And flat-footed.
So
And-
20.
so -3 to its AC, I think, then.
Yeah.
I'm afraid not, then. Its AC is 23. You would need a -4 for the 19 to hit.
Oops. Sorry. I
That's okay.
accidentally hit something. Yeah.
That
Well,
brings
damn.
us to Avi, then.
All right. You know what? Bard Song is up. So I think I'm gonna do a little magic missile. 1, 2, 3. Oof. You hate to see it. So that's gonna be 5, 8, 11 force damage.
I'm afraid that just pings off the golem.
All of it? Fuck.
Yep.
It's magical damage.
Love
Well,
that.
if it's immune to all kind of magical damage, I'm fucked.
Everything but fire.
Congratulations, I'm so
And
fucked.
one other very specific spell.
Yeah.
Was that your whole turn?
Yeah.
Okay. The wood golem, who is looking a little worse for wear at this point, but is still standing. God, yeah, you guys have done a decent amount of damage. He is going to do the splinter volley again because that seemed to work well. So first one's going to go at Gamma right in front of him. Now where's the button? 29.
Hits, does not crit.
All right, 11 piercing. Igra, 32.
Crits.
26 piercing.
Still up.
Ooh, getting close though, I imagine. We're gonna send one again. Oh, this time we'll go at Alvi because, to be fair, I didn't shoot you last time. 27.
Hits does not crit.
13 piercing.
I'll take it.
And the last one is going to go to the one who did all that fire before.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry. 32. That will bring you down to 0, I think.
Well.
Aerith, how many hit points do you have?
They took 24 out of 40, which would have brought them down, I think, to 16.
Then we're still fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't instant killed you, but you are unconscious now.
Great.
And
Just
the last
in time
one,
for a cat nap.
Oh.
and the last action for its turn will be a number 2 attack. Second attack, not a. Never mind. It's going to bring the wooden fist down on top of Gamma. 29.
There's a thing
that will
behind it.
hit.
It's gonna attack the fire thing behind it at all?
It doesn't want to touch the fire thing.
That will
Yeah,
hit.
that's
I'm going to
fair.
use the reaction to take 5, reduce that by 10, but still go down.
Okay. Then Igra, I guess you'll give me a death saving throw.
I move to right before it, which is where I am, so I will roll a d20. I need an 11 or better. Dying 2.
That's 1.
Yep.
You still have a hero point, so technically you can't die.
I mean, we are going to TPK on this thing.
You don't know that.
Now who's being defeatist?
We don't have fire damage.
How dare you?
Ophelia, it is your turn.
How dare you? Okay. Who should I healing him?
Technically, I moved to
You are
before
now.
the wood golem.
Has healing stuff, but I don't know if they still have any left.
Do you have any healing stuff, Aerith?
Aerith is unconscious.
Aaron!
I am not. Well, of course, Aaron is not unconscious, but
Oh, Will, you got another hero point.
It's okay.
no, I don't believe I
Thank you,
have
Squish.
anything.
Yeah, we'll work out getting you some
Yeah.
gear later.
I know I have like, well, obviously just mending and cat nap, but that's pretty much about it. It only, yeah, that's it.
Wait, so should I throw this at Igor or should I throw this at Aerith? Oh, I got one too. Oh my gosh! Wow!
Igora has healing. That would be my recommendation.
Thanks so much. Okay, this one's for Igora.
Thank you.
Fast healing too.
As a reminder, just because it probably fell by the wayside, you guys did find in the snake room a lesser elixir of life.
This is true.
Yep,
I don't remember who necessarily picked it up specifically.
I have it.
All right, so he has it. You all know that. All right, so Ophelia does a hymn of healing.
I can use that. I've got nothing.
I
Now
know.
Is
Yeah.
that on Igor specifically, or?
Yeah, Igor specifically.
Okay, so does that move you in the hit point in the thing again?
Nope, I stay where I am, so I'm going to get an act before it. I
Okay,
might
so-
die in the process of what I'm about to do, but that's fine.
Aerith?
Yes.
Or do you still have actions on your turn,
I
Ophelia?
still have actions. I keep pushing.
I would just like to point out, you guys are ignoring one specific avenue open to some of you.
Running.
No, actually, the EP doesn't
No.
cover that.
Is he crying? Is he crying? Why are you doing that?
Oh, it occurs to me the summon probably went away because
Yes, the summon goes away.
Oh, god damn
Yeah.
it.
So,
Should I keep Bard Song up or should I summon something? I don't know.
keep Bard Song up.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm keeping that up and I'm gonna that's two. That's two actions. Wait.
do you have, just because I want to help you guys a little bit, do you have any actual skills in healing, like in medicine? Okay.
I'm the only one with battle medicine.
I do.
Oh?
But do you have battle medicine?
I don't.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess there's not really anything else that I can do.
You
Can I try to
could
daze
cast- You could shield yourself.
Can I try to daze it?
You know from what dear old studious Aerith mentioned that it is most likely immune to mental effects because it doesn't have a brain.
Yeah. That's why I haven't been able to Needle of Vengeance it.
Alright, I'm gonna shield myself.
Okay. We move on to Aerith. So Aerith,
3d6 plus 6.
Yes.
I'm going to need you in the chat again to do /R
Okay.
space D20. Because we're going to be doing a death saving throw, which is a series of rolls you have to do to not be dying or... Okay, yeah, you stabilize, I guess.
Oh, nice.
So you are not actively dying, you are just unconscious.
Oh, okay, great. That
So
makes me feel a lot better.
which brings us to Avi.
Abby, kill it! Kill
I
it!
What would I
have
give to just take a nap
anything.
right now?
You know what I think I might do is there anything stopping me from just using Mage Hand to slam the door closed?
Actually, no. And it would have to spend an action to reopen it.
Yeah! Now we're
I think that's what I'm gonna do. What, Will? What? What?
Igora is going to be getting back up and on their turn. Can you
Can
delay
Igora
until
finish
after?
this thing off by themselves?
Can you delay until after Igora so that I can get an attack in?
I mean, that's fair.
Okay, yeah, I can delay.
All right, so
Sorry.
we will be moving Avi on the initiative order.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so Igora, it's your turn.
All right.
You are gasped to life like a frog revived from a long winter.
Yep, and the first thing I'm going to do is spend 2 actions, one to draw and one to drink that lesser elixir of healing.
Okay.
26. And then 1 action to command Choco to step and strike.
Eat it! Eat it, Choco!
Let's go with a
That's a really good heal roll.
24
That is
to
a
hit.
hit. Now, you do a decent hit, and it knocks off a good chunk of wood. Not as much as you would have hoped. It does seem to have some physical resistance, but it does do some damage.
So 24 to hit for 9 damage.
Okay, so
Probably 4.
yeah. So then we move to Avi's new turn in the initiative order.
But
Is there
Matt,
anything you want to do before mage handing the door closed?
Matt,
Yep.
I resorted to physical damage.
This is true.
What is your tactic here?
Death.
I think he's trying to use the reaction for his own sake. Yeah, it does do 1 splinter attack at the thing that physically attacked it.
Yeah.
28.
Right
Val crit.
now. Death!
No, I'm just playing by the rules.
Thank you, writers
But
of
it
Rohan.
is Choco.
All right,
Is that the bird?
now it's Avi's turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna slam the door and say, we should leave!
That's why I'm standing here in front of it. Run!
All right, the
I'm going
door
to need to carry Aerith!
Not without you!
the door slams shut. That is, I think, 1 action to cast Mage Hand and
It's
command it.
2 actions
Oh.
to cast Mage
Yeah,
Hand.
Mage Hand would be a
so
2-hand.
then I think using it would be a...
No, I think casting Mage Hand isn't just summoning the thing; it's using it because it doesn't actually stick around.
I think it might. Regardless.
I think you're thinking of
Um,
Bigby's hand.
Anyway, you can sustain it. Anyway, I think I will just run for the door.
Yeah, remember, essentially where Ophelia's standing, there was the secret bookshelf door you guys found.
Right, but that leads to an area that we haven't been yet, right?
No,
Nope.
it does.
At least the exit.
That's the area you entered in.
Okay.
I'm moving you there just so you can see properly.
Okay, then I will... I will run here. But I might be moving my character token just to see what's going on in the room.
Here, give me a second. I'll delete it.
Thank you.
So are you moving into what's labeled A2?
Yeah.
So, give me a quick perception check.
No.
Not going to use an action, but...
Nope.
No, actually, because all you see is the door to your left there close.
Okay.
You turn your head and all you see is the click as the door actually closes.
Okay.
So I guess that was your whole turn then.
Yeah.
And on the wood golem's turn, you hear some stomping footsteps. And then nothing.
What? It can't open doors!
The golem is there for a specific purpose.
Oh, to stop us from going in the...
Interesting.
Quick, open the door and shoot it in the face again.
With what?
With what? We're tapped. We're done.
I mean, if you open the door, I can get Gamma in there and get some hits in.
Well, I think we have a tactic. Open the door, hit it with things, close the door.
Yeah.
We're gonna move on to Ophelia's turn.
Him of healing on our baby kitty over here.
All right, so you gain 2 hit points back, Aaron, and you come back to consciousness. And that leaves you with 2 actions, I believe, Ophelia.
Art song up.
Okay.
And do you have to sustain shield?
No, but well, it doesn't stick around.
Yeah, it only lasts for the 1 round.
It's essentially you are triggering sort of a reaction ahead of time.
Okay. Can I just do a perception check?
On the room you're in?
To listen. Listen into that room.
Oh, you want to listen into the room the golem was in?
Yes.
You would have to probably walk up to the door and listen, but I would let you do that as part of your move action.
Why not?
Okay. Yeah. You move up to the door. You put your ear to the door. Give me a perception check.
Oof.
You hear the sound of some shifting and crunching wood. That's about it. Like someone walking on a pile of broken boards.
I think he's pacing. This is a
Fair.
All right. And that brings us to Aerith, I believe. You are lying on your back on the ground with feeling very weak and hurt, but you are conscious and you are alive.
At this point, I'm just staring up at the ceiling, wondering why I came in at the first place 5 minutes ago. Should I just take a cat nap and just let all my worries and hurts just kind of mend itself?
You could certainly start a cat nap, but as a reminder, cat nap takes 10 minutes.
It takes 10 minutes, yeah.
So not exactly practical in the middle of combat.
Right.
Let me think. What could you do if you wanted?
I'm kind of looking at everything where I'm just kind of like,
It entirely depends on what you think you would want to do. If you're for running, don't really need to worry about casting any spells. If you think you're going to get back into the fight, you might want to cast something defensive.
Right.
Well, plus you could always just spend an action to stand up.
Okay.
All right.
I will take that action of just standing up and, just kind of recollecting myself.
Dust yourself off.
Yeah, checking if Bob is okay.
Bob is fine. As long I have a personal rule that if people don't involve their familiars in fights, I don't hurt the familiars specifically. But unless if they use them literally like I'm going to use my familiar to gain flat-footed or something, they are fair game then.
Gotcha. Okay. Then I will just take time to stand up and just recollect myself.
Okay. Just pass turn then to Igora.
3 actions, bring Gamma back.
Is that 3?
Yep.
Okay. Now is this like a normal summon?
Nope.
Does he get to do stuff? Okay. Avi, you are back, and you are seemingly alone in this room with the open door behind you.
I thought it closed.
No.
Oh,
the other.
Gotcha.
The other door that you guys have never actually opened.
Yeah.
That door.
I guess I called the people. I'm like, are we leaving?
No?
I think we can handle it.
Just give me like a couple minutes, okay?
He's
I'm
almost.
I literally just woke up from a very dead nap, like a nice dirt nap. So just give me like a minute, and I will be
Ophelia,
ready to run out.
give me one more. Give me like one more round to ready myself, and then get out of here.
Because I'm all for leaving. Me and Bob say yes.
I'll leave.
That's two for leaving.
Maybe we go buy some matches at the student store and just throw them at him.
No, because then it'll probably heal over gone, and we'll just be in a worse spot because we won't have as many resources.
Well, you know what they say, if you can't beat them, join them. I vote for buying matches at the student store.
I'll let you know. Matches do 1d2 damage.
1d2?
And require a successful ranged attack.
Oh, jeez.
He's not gonna stand still and let you guys, start kindling under his feet.
Well, obviously, but I don't have any other options, Matt.
Let me check my pockets. I think I have about 3 silver. Is this enough for matches
Actually,
in the student store?
We'll go this over later. You get a nice stipend from the school.
Get out.
All right, but let's keep things moving.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just hold my turn if no one's moving and.
Well, you can specifically wait until you can hold an action until someone else does something. That's 2 actions to hold a 1 action thing, or you could delay until after a specific person. It's up to you.
Yeah, I guess I'll just hold my turn until someone moves to leave, and then the action will just be to follow them.
I'll allow it then.
Because there's truly nothing else I can do.
Wood Golem's turn. Seemingly quiet.
Shuffle.
Ophelia, speaking of not quiet.
I think might possibly have a friend who can help us. Fire friend?
From Summon Fae?
Will, would you bring up a list?
Give me a second. Let's see. So you're casting at 2nd level, which means that we can get...
Molotov cocktails. Where's Shazaru when you need him?
Frangie might be available.
Hey, Pangie?
Frangie. She's my fire friend.
Ah, okay.
The sprite?
What?
Yeah, a sprite would do it. Because the sprite has fire damage on their melee attack.
Oh boy. Using sprites for melee. Oh boy, you guys are desperate. So yeah, I guess doing 3 action summon.
Yeah,
That means you will lose Bard Song.
that's fine.
Okay.
And Frangie.
All right. Then we go on to Aerith's turn. What would you like to do on your turn? You could cast Mage Armor yourself. You could do Mirror Image. You could go hide behind the giant bird. Not that it does a whole lot of tactical. Does it help?
Definitely would like to keep up defenses and put up Mage Armor.
All right.
For
so
sure.
Feel free to press the Mage Armor button. That's 2 actions. That leaves you with a single action. You could move about the room.
I would actually... Oh, go ahead.
If you wanted, you could try another Arcana check to try and deduce even more if you get a crit. I can tell you the one thing you guys have missed.
Yes, I was also actually thinking that as well. It's like we're literally on the same brainwave. Going to do a Arcana check, and I will do that right now.
Let me see.
26.
Not a crit, I'm afraid.
Darn it.
So you reinforce what you already learned.
Right.
Fire bad for it. All right, that brings us to Igara.
2 actions, level 1 heal, and now I'm fully tapped out of spells. 1 action, battlefield medicine myself. Assurance. 20. Alright,
That your turn?
that's me.
Okay. Avi. You're like, half foot out the door. You keep looking around. Your friends are just like
We
casting
have-
spells and healing each other.
Something in the party loot that is just labeled reagents from the alchemy lab.
Yes.
Can those be fashioned into anything that might create a fiery chemical reaction on, I don't know, say a crafting check or something of that matter? Is that an option?
I would allow it. You would need a source of fire though, or something similar.
I have electric arc, that might do it.
If you roll well enough in your crafting check, I would allow it because, as Avatar has taught us, lightning is the cold fire.
Alright.
It's really not. It can melt things.
25?
25 is good enough, yeah. Now, I should clarify, you're not just holding this mass of reagents in your hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing with it? Are you trying to make like a little fire pot bomb?
Yeah. I take whatever vials we got and put whatever smells the most flammable, because in my experience, it's flammable things have a certain kind of smell to them, like hairspray, gasoline, all have that like, right?
and
We
to
know
be
what I'm
fair,
talking about.
This room specifically contains cleaning supplies, so there are jugs, there are some bottles around here. You don't think any of them would have been flammable, so the reagents was important, but you could certainly dump out, some jug of water or something, put the reagents in there, and then
Yeah.
or get the electric arc going between your fingers like a taser and stick it in the reagents to set it on fire.
Yeah. I think
so-
that might be all 3 actions though, because electric
Yeah.
arc is, and I just have to hope this thing doesn't explode in my hands before.
It is burning, so you think it's probably sort of like a Molotov cocktail or something, that it might reach a mass of heat and fire, but for the moment, it's just a pot with fire coming out of it in your hands. It is slowly growing warmer.
Avi says, "Alright, open the door!"
Wungolem's turn. Nothing.
Bird.
Ophelia, it is your turn.
You want me to open the door?
Avi holds the burning pot of fire.
Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
You want to throw it to me and then I'll throw it in there?
I guess I can pass it to you.
That would be an action.
Or I guess I'm standing right next to you.
Yes.
Or I'm not standing right next to you.
No.
Never mind.
Well, you know what?
Maybe
Actually,
your fairy. Your fairy can take it.
I would have actually said you would have probably moved it back into the room because that's where the stuff is, like the
Oh,
supplies and everything. So yeah,
Can I?
you're still not standing next to her because there's people in the way.
I mean,
Can I have 1 action to put a bard song,
Yep.
1 action to control to open the door, 1 action to control my sprite, who gets 2 actions, 1 of which to take the pot, and then second to run into the room with said pot.
I think that's like 4 actions you just listed there.
Yes, because one is the last one is the sprite. So it's
Oh.
bard song, open door, sprite action, and then the sprite gets 2 actions.
also keeping in mind the sprite does have a ranged attack that fires a little bit of fire.
It's a fire sprite. It's got some fire resistances.
I'm about to feel real bad about this.
Well, so let's run this down. Avi is currently holding the pot.
Yes.
You want the sprite to take the bot and run into the room.
Take the pot and throw the pot with luminous fire?
Well,
Is that
throwing
an
the
option?
pot
That's
will
two
just be a ranged attack.
Okay.
Mm.
It's like any other thrown weapon, sort of. And you.
Poor Matt.
Well, no, I'm perfectly on board with the outside the box thinking. We just have to abide within the mechanics of how actions work. So, one action would be you flinging open the door.
Yes.
Um,
One action, bard song. One action, open
Yeah.
door. One action, control sprite, who has 2 turns. 1 to take pot. 1 to throw pot.
okay. See, that's fair because the sprite would be standing next. Yes, Will.
So, range increments.
It is a little ways into the room.
Yeah.
Uh,
It would honestly almost, the plan would almostly work as well as if you just commanded the sprite to move in and use its range attack. Because it's the
But
same.
then Offie's left holding this bomb. For
It would be
turn,
the same bonus to hit.
It's not necessarily a bomb. It's just a flaming pot.
and it's hurting her hands.
Not yet.
is it?
Not yet. No. Admittedly, it's kind of big for you. It's almost half the size of your body because you are,
Yeah. Tiny.
you're like, guys.
So you're fine?
I mean,
If someone can just take this and chuck it, man, that'd be.
I'm just saying you could also just this turn do the setup. Just
Yeah.
take the pot this turn.
Another setup.
I'm just saying. It's up to you guys. I am merely the.
1 turn. Wait. Okay, I'm thinking. You know I have 1 brain cell. Just tired. Just really
That's
tired.
fair.
1
That's
to
fair.
open the door. 1 to command the sprite who goes in and then attacks. And then can you grab people out back? Could I possibly grab them out of the doorway?
Who?
The sprite? If they go in the room?
Well,
Uh,
the sprite's range increment on their attack is 20 feet. So the sprite would need to be there to hit the golem.
I want to close the door again.
I mean, you don't have to close the door yourself.
Oh yeah, you're right.
There are other people here who can help with that.
Can someone else close the door before it's its turn again?
Yeah, Avi could.
Okay.
I mean, all of you are going before it.
Yeah.
Okay. We got. So I'm throwing up bard song. Sorry, it's taking me a million.
This is a
It's-
complicated
You got 5
maneuver.
actions to.
You gotta summon. All right, so
Yeah.
we're just gonna lay this out. You're throwing up Bard Song. You are gonna open the door.
Or
The sprite is going
She's
to
gonna go in there.
and just do its range, or is it gonna take the pot?
Luminous fire attack.
Okay. Now, last chance. So, are you sure this is what you want to do for your turn? I'm just checking because I want to make sure we got everything.
Yeah. Obviously,
Okay.
I'm holding the bomb for now.
So,
Hi, Hobby.
we're now gonna go through the secret of your turn. So,
Otherwise,
Cast
I'm
Bard
gonna break
Song?
in half.
and then you were gonna reach over and I've had to realize this because for the door to be slammed shut, the door technically would have had to open into the room you guys are in, because otherwise the golem would have prevented the door from closing. So that's how we're assuming the door opens. So you were essentially reaching over and throwing this door open. So you essentially, for a second at least, put yourself in front of the open door.
Mhm.
And
Well,
that
you
is
could do
where
it-
the golem's held action goes off.
God damn it.
Sorry, what?
Well,
I mean, it's been sitting there. There were enemies around.
Matt, if I may,
Yes.
technically you can open the door from an adjacent space.
Okay, its held action still goes off,
Yep,
Yeah.
but
and it can still see people. So,
it can still see people. Hopefully it'll just hit Choco then.
yeah, it's gonna actually technically Choco would be blocked by the door
Oh.
because the door is swinging open to the north.
Oh. Well.
Okay,
Whoa.
Fuck.
cool. Fine. Yeah,
I had so many turns to think of what I was gonna do, so but
Yeah.
it's only it's one splinter shot. And it is going to go for Ophelia. A 20.
It's
13 piercing damage. Still up? Yeah?
Frenchie, can you go hit this mother?
Are you, yeah, okay, yeah. So you're still up, so the rest of the turn goes, so fine then. It
What's
only
the-
had the one held attack.
What's the range increment on the
30.
Cool, and then it's going through the wall to get Ophelia?
Well, the door is open. It can see through that corner. It can see the corners. So yeah, we'll just proceed with the rest of the turn.
Yep.
This.
Sprite goes in, move into within your range, and do your ranged attack.
I press
And
this.
keep in mind, it has Bard Song.
Will it go?
Also, Sprite will need to be there.
25.
That is a
Nice.
definite hit. That will be 5 fire damage plus your wonderful 48. So please roll that for me.
What was
You
it?
hit it with a direct fire attack.
Slash.
/R space 48.
Neaterino. 22.
All right, so the the sprite goes into the room, like this little sprite war song, which sounds like a hummingbird, or something. Flings this little bit of fire, flies over, pinks off the golem's face, and the whole thing collapses into a pile of smoking.
Wow.
Thank God.
It only had 12 hit points left.
Wow.
Took us 30.
That's what I thought. That's
You
what I
guys
thought.
almost- Like
Really?
your first round of damage with all those fires from like the scorching ray and the heat metal, you guys took off 75% of hit points, and then you
Wow.
didn't damage it anymore.
Yeah.
Really good. Really good. Good job, Frangie Pandy. Hugs all around.
Avi, in
Someday
the
you just
future,
can't get
when
rid of
we're
a
all
bomb.
fighting a thing,
What do
you
I
should...
do I think this wound is still bleeding right now.
Gamma just opens...
Hey,
Avi, just put it in Gamma's mouth.
I think she instead casts Mage Hand to, like, snuff the part of the rag on top that's on fire.
Oh, I thought you just lit the reagents on fire.
Mm.
I mean, if you wanted to smother the fire, which is how you're supposed to put out like grease fires, for instance.
Yes.
Yeah, don't.
I
throw
was
water
picturing a
on grease
Molotov
fires,
cocktail
kids.
because that's what chat was talking about.
Yeah.
But I can smother it and still technically have the
Also,
reagents.
this is a cleaning supplies room. There are probably like watery liquids around. You could smother it fairly easily.
wanna throw water in there?
No.
What vodka? Yeah. So we are out of initiative.
Jeez.
Avi puts some kind of lid on that thing and puts it back in the bag of holding, thinking we might have a use for that later.
Also, the held action was my compromise for the fact that technically an argument could have been made that the golem would have followed you just into the room and killed you all. But I thought, it's here for this. It's here to protect this room.
We would have been able to make it through, Matt, I think.
Very possibly, but it might have been a very close thing, and it would have been bad feels. So I thought this was kind of made more sense in a way.
You know how to open doors.
I mean, it was made of at least 2.
But he doesn't. Yeah,
Yeah. So you guys have defeated the wood golem. Well done.
So I guess I need to pick up more elemental
18,
damage
high
types.
five.
Hey.
Hey.
The room smells like a campfire.
Excuse me whilst I rebuild Igora again.
You would eat
Um,
marshmallows.
Also, I would like to point out the wood golem's remains are actually still on fire, and the room is slowly filling with smoke.
Oh.
Just
Oh.
There
put
are
it
no
out,
windows
Gamma.
in this room.
Oh.
I again try to smother it with Mage Hand, except it doesn't work because there's too much of it.
Well, not necessary. Give me a reflex save.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you're not fighting a living thing necessarily. Yeah, you're fine as long as you roll over a 10. Like, it's not a blaze like a campfire, but it was, it was kid-like. It could have set the room on fire.
Did we put it out?
Yeah. All right, so you guys are in the room now. What do you want to do?
Does it have stuff?
You want to search the golem or the room or go?
I'll do a little discern secrets. And...
All right. Now discern secrets on the golem or on the room?
I guess I can do one for each. I'll do one for the golem and one for the room. Ah.
All right. All right, so Avi and Gamma, working together like a well-oiled team, managed to find 3 items in this room, actually. You find a sneaky key. Actually, pardon me, 4 items, because you find 2 feather stepstones and a rhino hide brooch. So a sneaky key is a small silver skeleton key that can be pinned to an armor or sleeve. When you turn the key to activate it for the next minute, if the outcome of any of your attempts to pick a lock is a critical failure, you only get a failure instead.
Nice.
Cool.
The feather step stones are basically you get to activate it, and you can ignore the effects of difficult terrain and greater difficult terrain you move through until the end of your turn. So if you really need to get away from something and don't want to have to worry about difficult terrain, it is a stone usually shaped like a cabacon. I don't know what that is a small chunk of amber with a bit of a feather or a flying insect caught in it. And finally, the rhino hide brooch. Thick brooch is carved from a single piece of rhino hide. It's lacquered and covered in a thin layer of silver dust. When activated, the talisman grants you resistance 5 to physical damage until the end of the current creature's turn. This resistance applies to the triggering attack. So you can actually use it as a reaction to activate. So it's a good, just hits me. Sounds like something that might be good. I don't know if you can put that on Gamma.
Well, anything that's magical that affects me affects Gamma.
Oh, that's cool.
So
sounds like a good thing for you then.
I am basically Gamma's attunement slots.
And the brains of the operation for Gamma.
He
literally cannot take actions without you.
I mean, Gamma has more brains than Igora does.
But can he read?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Oh.
Okay. So yeah, you found what's to be found seemingly in this room. There might be secrets beyond your rolls that may have accredited some amazing criticals, or maybe not.
All right. Let's see how
There's
long
one
it takes.
room left.
Let's see how long it takes for me to heal people up.
Okay. Because this is like I think 10 minutes of sitting and healing.
Yeah.
I'd like everyone in the room to give me a perception check, just a straight up perception check.
Okay. So, Ophelia gets 13, Avi gets 13, Aerith gets 21, Igora gets 9.
That's actually exactly what I was damaged for. You know what? I'll have Agate make a perception.
Can I roll
check
perception
too.
for the sprite?
The sprite's still around, so technically, yeah.
I don't see.
It would be near the top, I think, if it's anywhere.
Team perception.
Oh yeah, it's super tiny, but.
All right, so that would be, I guess, that second one from Avi was for Agate, right?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Now, remind me, can Agate speak to you? I don't think they can,
Not
right?
directly, no. No, she doesn't have the speech or
No.
empathy. So,
All right.
no.
So Agate you just notice Agate is staring very intently at the door to the south. But Ophelia, for a second, you think you catch what it sounds like a very quick raised voice, and then it hushing itself. Like you can't make out the words, just the sound of someone talking.
There's something in that room.
Gamma kicks open the door.
No!
A third wood golem. No.
Oh my gosh.
No. Okay, you guys, let's see, just make sure I get this. There's probably block text for this. All right. The room is poorly illuminated by a flickering lantern. Multiple piles of trash dot the room. A makeshift table made of crates and covered by a large cloth bears a few scattered coins. As you guys bust open the door, just two human gentlemen sitting around this little makeshift table, one his hand outstretched, and a pair of dice falls from his hands onto the table as they both kind of look at you and stare. And they just get like, hello? Can we help you?
Hi?
Hello? Do you have some business with us? Like, I don't mean to be rude, but you're interrupting a game where money is on the line.
Are you part of the school?
Well, of course we are. Why? Who are...
How long have you been in here?
I mean, maybe 10, 15 minutes. We come here. It's an abandoned building. We come here to be alone, to play our dice games.
How blatantly are they lying to us, Matt?
I mean, give me a perception check if you want to tell her.
There are...
Oh, that's Choco.
There are dead people in here. And you come here to play dice?
I'm sorry, what are you talking about? There's no dead people here. Look, it's not clean, I'll admit, but we don't live here.
See? That snake lady passed away over there.
I also just want to point out that you did trap the other door into this room had a pretty nasty trap on it.
Okay, now, specifically, hold on.
Did you guys...
No. I'm afraid you are mistaken. That ward was a simple experiment. As we were trying out some of the things we have learned in school.
And you just left it there for people to wander into and maybe nearly get very, very hurt by?
Give me an occultism or nature check.
Yeah, you know, that's technically against school policy. We should probably take you to go talk to a couple of the teachers about this.
Avi, you kind of like, you hear what Igra's saying there, and you also kind of think, no, that is way too advanced for like a Magambia student here. That was the thing that could have cursed us. And you only saved because you rolled really high, you recall.
Yeah. Yes, Avi recalls she rolled really high.
All right. That is 1.
1?
I'm making a little tick here.
I don't think Magambia students would have made something that
though you guys
like that.
hold on, you guys were rolling a bunch of perception checks before.
Yeah. I feel like I got a 26.
Oh. For lie detection.
Insight.
Hold on a sec. I need to quickly just roll something. Okay, so
99.
let's see, where is it?
What is
So Ophelia and Choco, actually, funnily enough, this is under they are surly and disagreeable. You get that their kind of dismissive and surly attitude seems a little like put on. Like, you guys haven't done anything to them, and they're acting like, oh, you're interrupting our game. What is wrong with you? So they kind of do a quick glance at each other. And they spring at you guys with drawn daggers that they pulled from their sleeves. And unfortunately, we're going to stop the game there tonight, because this is another comedy.
Cliffhanger.
What?
God damn it.
To them. We called them out on their bullshit, actually.
Yeah. Oh, and as they leap at you guys, they make a very distinctive hissing sound.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That you kind of feel like you've almost heard something similar recently.
We got snake folks here.
I don't care for it. No.
I don't either.
So, we are going to pick up right with another fight, possibly to the death. Thankfully, with people who are not made of wood and immune to all forms of magic that isn't fire.
Lord.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
And it turns out It was the Viper. He did die, and he's back for revenge.
Great, I'll kill him again.
Well, I think Ophelia revived the guy, and he slithered away.
Yeah.
Got away.
Yeah. One of them.
He's gonna show up in book 3.
And
He owes me a life debt, and he better.
He might. He might.
I will cash it in. All right, my
What's
friends.
What's your deal? What's
But
going on with you?
that has been tonight's episode of The Strength of Thousands. Oh boy, we might have a fight on. Well, we have a fight on our hands for next week. It's going to be crazy.
With Oyo and Matembe.
Well, luckily for us, we have them choke point, or I guess because Gama's there, croak pointed. So we will
Well, technically,
see.
someone had to push in the door and then move into the room to talk to these guys. So we will have to do a little repositioning at the start of the next game. Because you guys can't have been asking questions to them from the other room.
Oh, I was screaming.
We can't all like Scooby-Doo.
What's wrong?
step
What
on
what
top.
is wrong with speaking through a doorway?
You have no reason to do that. And you didn't say you were doing that, so.
I mean, we didn't. Okay. Okay.
Like,
Yeah,
I
like,
can understand you and Gama standing by the door because you have a direct line of sight to them. No one else can see
Yeah.
them. It
So
would have been weird
just
to do that.
Just have them. Man,
Will,
it's
you
almost
can't-
like
you
I tried
can't-
to stay in front of the really squishy people, but I never get the
You can't
chance
choke
to.
point every door.
He can certainly
Hot
try.
shot.
I can certainly try, but that's been
You can
tonight's
certainly
episode of
try.
The Strength of
Yes.
Thousands. I got editing to do of videos now, so we are going to end it there. Thank you all so much for coming. Check out our many other shows. Horizon Zero Dawn tomorrow, League of Amazing Adventurers on Wednesday, Calling Chronicle on Friday, Elden Ring on Saturday, Sunday, either Elden Ring or not for broadcast. Then next week, pick up back with this and see how quickly Avi or Ophelia or they get stabbed. We will see you all in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Good night, everyone.